So I'm new. Okay, so my parents really love me and my 3 siblings, but they've made some mistakes about who they let care for us in our lovely home. The first time they left was after, I think it was their first vacation since their honeymoon. My dad had been in residency for years and years. My mom's taking care of like a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 6-year-old with a lot of energy. And so they go off to Mexico and they leave us with my dad's parents, who I think love us, but at the time we heard differently. Well, my parents heard differently, because there they are in Mexico, like doing nothing. They're just exhausted after working so hard. And they get a call in the middle of their vacation from my dad's parents saying, "This is the last time we're babysitting for your kids." And I don't think we did anything bad. Like, I mean, normal kid stuff. Like, I'm sure I put a bead up my nose at some point. This wasn't the time where my brother broke my other brother's arm while we had a babysitter for a week, but that also happened. Okay, so next time, family's out of the question. We're getting someone new. We got the kid down the street for a while. Tricoli was his last name. I forget his first name because I had a fear of pimples when I was little. So he was like the classic acne-covered 16-year-old must have been. He comes over to babysit all of us at like 4 o'clock, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm really tired." Like, so I head off to bed while he babysits us just to avoid this like terrible vision of his face that at the time really frightened me. Okay, next set was when it was like a week-long thing again, and they decided to get this. This is like before the age of, now when I hear parents talking, I hear them like really high-strung. It's like, you know, you get references from like 15 people. They're like, there must be like some graduate degree for like ultimate babysitter, like nanny diaries, whatever. At this point, my parents were like, "Oh, we're going on vacation. I don't know, those people look pretty old. They look like they got nothing to do. Like, we'll get them to come over." So I don't know how they found these people. Poor Betty and Larry were the first. Betty had her hair in this beehive. I've never seen anyone so, I don't know, like put together all the time, but she had like really bad diabetes, so she fainted a lot. So like we're really young, but we see this old woman like always falling on the ground, and we have to decide like when it's really serious, like when to disturb her. She was really upbeat. Well, besides the stuff but we had to decide like when to contact her husband Larry, who was like such a stick in the mud, like always in the corner just like doing his crosswords or whatever. So we're like becoming the caretakers in this situation. And the funniest memory I have of them babysitting is like, they're like, "We gotta get out of this house." So they take us to this fair, and my sister and I do this 3-legged race, and like we're like a pretty competitive family, but my sister especially, she's in the corner, and so we're in the 3-legged, and I was like definitely the weak end of this team, so she's like dragging me along. I'm like, "Courtney, please." So we're all on the ground, and Betty's over there like trying not to faint and clap at the same time, and like Larry decides to get this like broccoli cheddar soup, and he's just like snarling as he eats it, and then we go off to play after we get 2nd place, like big bummer in this race, and he's yelling at us, and like to this day the smell of broccoli soup just reminds me of this terrible week of these caretakers. Okay, so my last like couple that I remember, because obviously Betty and Larry didn't come back, like it's a constant rotation in this household with babysitters. So we get Stella and Charles, and in this couple, Charles is the sweetheart. He drew a lot of caricatures of Bert and Ernie, which is like, I'm finishing. And then, but Stella was a witch. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what I got in an argument about my brother about. It was something really stupid. I think I threw grass on him or something. And she was like, "Callie, in the chair." So I sat on like this red chair that my mom like stole from Pizza Hut. I don't know why I remember that, but I was sitting in the timeout on this chair, and I'm just like, just so angry that I would get punished for something so stupid. So I remember I got up and like snuck out of the kitchen, and this woman like concerned herself with it. I don't know how old I was, 6 years old. She came out and followed me, and she chased me around the yard. We were running around this potted plant, and like this 8-year-old woman's chasing me, and the end of the story is that my brother, who had like, we had just been in a fight, but we allied together in this fight against like bad company babysitters of all time, and she starts throwing pine cones at Betty, and that